What's up, everybody? So I know that everybody is talking about this Surviving R. Kelly docuseries. Part one and part two came on last night, and I did watch it, and I was absolutely disgusted. Some of the things that I already knew, some of the things that you can just generally guess at, and then some of the things that I just did not know. But I want to break down two parts to you guys, okay? First, I want to break down the part about Aaliyah, okay? Now, Lifetime and Aaliyah's uncle, which was R. Kelly's manager at the time, were up here trying to say that Aaliyah got pregnant by R. Kelly. So that's why R. Kelly married her. Okay. Apparently, he married her so they would not have to get parental consent to have an abortion. Now, that's a bombshell that I didn't even think of. Okay. I didn't know anything about that. But the Aaliyah part wasn't as disrespectful as I thought. It was a little disrespectful, okay? The background singer saying Aaliyah had no swag and they built her up from the ground up and stuff like that. I was just like, girl, why did you even have to put that in there? But another thing that I want to talk to you guys about is the girl who had the blurred image last night, okay? And her aunt was up there crying and saying that she wishes that she had never introduced R. Kelly to her niece. Now, some people knew who this blurred image girl was and some did. Now, this girl is actually the one who he had the videotape with and went to trial on, the girl that he apparently peed on. That's that little 12-year-old girl. He was having sex with that girl ever since she was 12 years old. And as the docuseries continues, we see that she's aging and she's talking to one of the other R. Kelly victims and she's like, yeah, when I turn 16, I'm going to get a car. And the girl was shocked and she was like, you're not 16 yet? And she says that she immediately got disgusted because her and R. Kelly were having threesomes with this blurred image 12-year-old girl. Now, the thing about this 12-year-old girl is her parents definitely 100% pimped her out. And I feel like that's why her aunt Sparkle was on this docuseries just crying and saying that she feels so terrible about it because another one of R. Kelly's survivors came forward and said that this 12-year-old girl, okay, is still with R. Kelly today, okay? She's about, 30, almost 40 years old. They're still together today. And all the hostages that stay at the R. Kelly house refer to this 12-year-old girl that he peed on from the videotape as Big Mama. This guy is weird, okay? You almost went to jail behind this 12-year-old girl that you were continuing to videotape you have sex with. Yet you keep her around, you pay her parents off, okay? You keep her around, you infect her with herpes, you make her the den mother of your house, okay? And Andrea Kelly was right in the middle of all of that stuff, okay? Andrea Kelly, his wife, who turned a blind eye to a whole bunch of this stuff, she knew that that little girl, that little blurred image girl from the docu-series was still living with R. Kelly. And every adult in this situation failed these girls 100% when they were talking about these situations. I could not believe that the parents were all just walking around like everything was kumbaya. My dad would never let this happen to me. My mom would never let this happen to me. I don't care how famous somebody is. Nobody would ever let me be alone with a 37-year-old grown-ass man promising me fame and fortune with a reputation like he already has. I question every grown-up's decision in this shit. I don't care how many times y'all come up here and say R. Kelly was so charismatic and he was so this and that. There is no way on God's green earth that my people would have let this happen to me. So part three is coming on tonight, okay? I'm not even going to get into the disrespectful shit like Tasha K getting on her live talking about R. Kelly had a threesome with Aaliyah and her mom and all this, that, and third. I'm not even going to get into that. All I'm going to say is the blurred image little girl is the little girl from the tape, okay? Nobody never really knew her identity, but as other survivors came out, they said that that same girl is still living with R. Kelly today. You almost went to jail behind this girl, yet she's still living with you today. It's absolutely crazy that her parents pimped her out for, I forgot the amount of money it was. I think it was like $100,000 or something, and let R. Kelly keep this girl and let her have all these herpes and mono and this, that, and the third. And I'll put the link to the interview where people are saying that that 12-year-old girl is still in the house. And yes, it is a Tasha K interview, but however, I just want y'all to know what I'm talking about because I don't want y'all to think that I'm lying or this shit is far-fetched because it's not.